Hi everyone. Now that you have gone through the introduction of cover letters, I'm sure you would be excited to make one. But before making the cover letter, let us know the most common mistakes that people make while writing and sending cover letters so that you can make your own cover letter error-free. The first mistake that is made by most students is of having an unprofessional email ID. Yes, it starts with something as basic as an email ID. In the true sense of the word, your email ID is the first ever thing about you that an employer sees. You might check how a new email appears in your inbox when it comes from an email ID such as heartbreakkid@yahoo.com or rockingcool@gmail.com. It does not look professional at all, right? In a professional setup, such email IDs create a very poor impression. You must never use them. Always use a professional email ID when applying for an internship. Using first name dot last name or any variation of it is a good idea. The next mistake that students usually make is of writing an unappealing subject line for the email. You might wonder why the subject line is so important in an email. Well, the reason is it is used to filter out irrelevant messages and emails. Your employer won't read your email if the subject line does not catch his or her attention. Often students use hi or resume or application for internship as a subject line which does not stand out amongst hundreds of similar emails that the employer may receive in a day. Worse, few students leave the subject line blank, or it contains spelling mistakes or SMS language, which shows your lack of sincerity in applying. So, how can you write the subject line in a manner that the reader would be excited to open and read your email? Having a keyword such as the name of your institute or an indication of the stream or a key skill in the subject line should work. The next most common mistake that students make is of spelling mistakes, grammatical errors, and using SMS language. Let us take up each of these one by one. Spelling mistakes are easy to fix. Always run a spell check before sending an email. Most email composers have an inbuilt spell checker which you can use to create error-free content. Grammatical errors depend on how good your command over English language is. It is always a good idea to get your cover letter reviewed by a peer or a professor whose knowledge of English can be trusted. You may also use the Grammarly plugin that we have spoken about in the previous topic to correct your text. If your email contains SMS language, then you have effectively killed your chances of getting hired in that company then and there itself. So, please do not use SMS language anywhere in your cover letter. Students also often tend to write everything in uppercase or everything in lowercase. Not following proper capitalization creates a poor impression. So, please make sure you avoid all these three. The next most common mistake would be leaving the email blank or using too generic or short email content. It looks like a copy-paste job. Yes, it is common for students to send an email with just the resume as an attachment with no content in the email. Not even a courtesy to say hi or give a small intro about themselves. How does one expect an employer to pay attention to such emails? If not blank, students write a very short or generic email, which again does not work. Remember, you are looking for an internship, and it is your responsibility to make an effort to write a relevant and descriptive email. So, please do not shy away from that. Also, some students copy and paste the email content from the internet. These emails are so easy to spot, and hence equally easy to discard. Don't forget, if you can Google, then even your employer can Google them. Another common mistake is improper greeting or signature. Always start a cover letter with a proper greeting. like Dear Sir or Dear Ma'am, or Hi Sir or Hi Ma'am. At the end of the email, put your complete signature, including your full name, your current academic status, and your phone number. The last very common mistake you may end up doing is uploading your cover letter as an attachment instead of writing it as an email. Unless specifically asked for, always write the cover letter in the email body. Do you understand why we are saying this? Well, the whole point of a cover letter is to get the reader to open another attachment, that is your resume. Sending the cover letter itself as an attachment would defeat its purpose altogether, unless the employer has specifically asked you to do so. So, these are the common mistakes made by students while writing and sending their cover letters along with their resume. I'm sure now you won't make these mistakes and will have a great cover letter in your hand. Now, let us find out an interesting fact about the mistakes that people make while writing a cover letter. Did you know you should never write the words to whom it may concern in the cover letter? It may end up not concerning anyone. Always make the effort to find out the name of the hiring manager. In case you don't know the name, you can call up the company and ask for it. Or find the hiring manager on LinkedIn or simply write Dear Hiring Manager. With this, we come to the end of this video. In the next video, we will learn how to write a cover letter in detail. See you in the next one.